How's it going, everybody? January 31st, Merch by Amazon sales update. As you saw in the title, and I'll say this just before I get into these numbers, something feels different, and I'll talk about that. And I mean that in a good way, in a positive way. Now, if you're looking at these numbers, you're probably saying, "What are you talking about, dude? It doesn't make any sense. Like, sales are still crap." But it's the not only the auto uploads that I've been mentioning, and I know that a lot of you guys have actually been noticing the same thing. We're all getting thousands of products getting auto uploaded, which feels great. But for me, what I'm seeing is those products are actually selling. The ones that are being auto uploaded, within the last 3 days, let's say. Products that haven't sold in a year, that have been kind of stagnant, are actually selling, and they've been, like I can actually find them. If I search for certain ones, like if you take a random product that is probably on like page 1000, you get a sale here and there. So things are different. Now, the one thing that's funny out of all this is look, I had a day where I sold 7 products in the US, and it actually sticks out, which is so bad because look, my average is like 4 or 3, so like I'm not even hitting double digits here, and it stands out as like a high day, which is nuts. Anyways, that being said, my international sales are coming in, and they're coming in very nicely. Like this is it's before noon, and I have 6 sales today, and 3 of them are in the US, and then I have 3 that are in the other marketplaces. Yesterday was a terrible day here in the US, but I had a bunch of sales in some of the other marketplaces. And I did a video, I don't know if it was the last video or a couple of videos ago that I put out. It was the first time that I had more sales, I think it was in Japan than the US. So I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing sales come in more frequently. And I'm not talking about the US sales. I'm talking about overall sales. And I'm actually having good days with my US sales being the worst that they've ever been. At least, in the last like 2 years, since 2020, late 2020. So my 7-day average in the US is, as you can see here, right now it's 27, but it is anywhere between 30 to 35. This month I cracked the 100, which is amazing. And, I think by the end of the day, I might get close to or get $2,000 in sales and $300 in royalties. So again, very, very terrible month. But if we look at the overall sales, with my US sales being terrible as I described them, I'm still going to pull out $500-600 in royalties, which, I'm definitely not going to complain about that. So that's kind of where I am. 175 total sales so far, and I'm not going to crack 200. I think it's going to stick around 175, maybe 180 by the end of the day. But that's it. So, my hope is that this is the worst month of the year. But that's my hope, and I've been wrong before. But this is why, and this is what I'm talking about. If we look at my overall sales, and I can actually deal with this being my worst month if it goes up. Like if I start averaging higher than 2021, it's still going to be a really good year, because look at my royalties here, like $900, $575, $920, $700, $700. Like later on we get into $2,300. So if you guys saw that video that I did of the summary of 2021, I was averaging more than $1,000 in royalties every month. Like even though I had days like this, like $575, my royalties were still more than $1,000 a month, which that's great. That's what I'm extremely happy about. So So that's it. Still not running any ads. Still trying to upload as many products as I can. The one thing I'll mention this quickly is right now, and my products rarely get stuck under review. And couple of nights ago, I was uploading, and these were original designs. I did them throughout the day, and I went to upload them, and I was using the word fearless, not only in my title but in my brand name. And as you know, I started uploading. I must have gone over 1,000, probably close to 2,000 that day, when I noticed that they were getting stuck, you know, under review. And I started playing around. I try to upload the same design with different descriptions, trying to not use the word fearless in that way, and it went through. But if those products that are now under review get rejected, I'm gonna have close to 2,000 rejections, and those are all gonna be in one day. So I was actually afraid to upload any more products yesterday that were in that category, that niche. I didn't even want to do it with the same with different titles and descriptions, because that's going to be such a huge number. But again, I don't know how damaging that is, because like if I can upload in tier 20,000, you know, 1.3 million products, does getting, you know, 2,000 rejections hurt the account? I don't know, but still, it seems very, very high to me. So that was the one thing that I wanted to mention. But otherwise, you know, as you guys can see, that's kind of where I am right now. I'll do another summary probably tomorrow of January in total. We can look at some specific numbers, product types, and you know, do a month in review. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.